Hey, Connection Group teachers, we are reaching out to you today to tell you that we're looking forward to opening up our kids' worship times at the 11 o'clock hour. But we need some help from y'all in recruiting people from your Connection Groups that are willing to serve in small groups and in babies' rooms.
Yeah, so what once was called Laps is now called Little Lakers, and so it is babies to twos. So if you know of anybody who would love to plug in with and hold babies and cuddle them, invite them along to come join. Currently, I need about 12 people per week, and currently I have 1 week of a month filled up. So we really need a lot of people. So if you know of somebody who loves babies, send them my way.
Yeah, and with our Kids Rock and Kids Praise times, we are going to a small group mindset, and so we need small group leaders in each of those areas. And so that would be leading activities that apply the message, also helping with some discussion times after the message as well. We will supply you with all of the materials you need, all of the questions that you need, but we need you. Specifically in the Kids Rock area, we need 6 families or individuals each week to lead those grade level small groups. So if there's anybody, again, in your small groups, in your Connection Groups that you think would be great to this, send them our way or send us their names and we'll reach out to them.
Yeah, we have quite a few families that are serving together, and we love that. So if you and husbands and wives want to serve together, encourage them to invite their older kids as well, and we can plug them in as a team. But then also just friends. If you have a friend that you'd love to serve with, it's a fun time to hang out with kiddos and hang out with your friends. So we'll definitely put you guys in at to schedule the same time.
Yeah. Thanks, y'all. We look forward to hearing from you.
Hey everybody, Ed and I have been talking last couple of weeks, and we've been thinking about all of you, and we know our groups have been coming back on campus, and a lot of folks are still staying home and trying to stay connected that way. But want to encourage all of our leaders, both our Connection Group leaders and our C4 leaders, if you'll take time to do something. Galatians, Paul tells the Galatians, he said, hey guys, be sure to help carry each other's burdens, because that fulfills the law of Christ. And that law being simply love each other as I have loved you, is what Jesus said. So I want to encourage you to do that. I know you're doing that, but take some time to look at the folks that may be hurting. So here's a suggestion Ed and I came up with. In your group time, take about 15 minutes, or you may feel like you need to take the whole time and just skip the lesson to do this. But take some time to ask your group members, what is something that has been a problem that you've been dealing with as a result of COVID? And let them share about that for a minute. And then the second thing to ask is, what is a praise? What is something you've seen God do during COVID for you or your family? And then third, take time to pray. Maybe you have a large group and you can break into pairs, 2 or 3, and just share those 3 things with each other, those 3 P's. What is a problem I've been dealing with? What is a praise that I can share? And let's pray for each other. Just take some time to do that. And you may have already been doing some of that, and that's great. But we know that there's some people who may not feel like they've had a chance to share what's been going on, and we just want to encourage them and just do some good job of shepherding, okay? So if y'all would do that, encourage you to do that, and we are praying, and we're here to help out. If you know someone who needs that help, more than just what Sunday morning gives, then let me or Ed or any of us on staff, TJ, anybody, let us know, and we'll help out and pray with them as well, all right? Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye.
Howdy, group leaders. We took care of the house cleaning. Now I get to talk to y'all about the passage this week. I'm over here at the watering hole, at least one of them here at the church. It's a great place to quench your thirst. It's where Jesus met this lady that we're talking about today in John chapter 4. Such a good lesson. Another one that if you'll just follow the curriculum, you're going to lead your group into a great space. But a few things that I think are worth pointing out. For starters, I love the fact that Jesus doesn't hesitate to take his disciples into uncomfortable situations. Really, and there's 2 of those that happen here. Number one, just taking them into Samaria, period, would have been terribly uncomfortable for them. But the disciples are following the Lord. And then whenever they get to the well and Jesus says, hey, go into that town over there and go get us some food, now they've got to go shop in town. It's one thing just to be kind of trudging through the countryside, and now he's saying, go interact with some folks. The Lord is going to, from time to time, he's going to put us in situations where he's going to stretch us and grow us in that way. It's not always enough sometimes for us to just hear in a sermon, hey, here's how you're supposed to treat people. He's going to put us in places where we have to learn to see the world as he sees it. And when we experience those things, that's how we grow. That's just sanctification there. So that's worth pointing out to your group for sure. The second thing that I really like here too, y'all, is Jesus shows us how he feels about shameful people. And I'm not just talking about the woman at the well here. Really, the Samaritans in general would have been deemed shameful people. They were half-breeds. They didn't worship right. They didn't worship at the right place. They didn't have the best relationship with the Jews. They didn't treat Jews very well. Well, surprise, surprise, the Jews didn't treat them very well, right? Nonetheless, Jesus shows us what he does with shameful people, and that's he goes to them. He goes and he intercedes in their lives. And that's good news, by the way, because that's all of us. We're all shameful. We've all done shameful things. We've all been forgiven of shameful things. We have shameful thoughts and shameful feelings, and Jesus continues to press in and intercede in our lives. That's great news. So emphasize that. And then the last thing, I love how Jesus changes us, all of his disciples. He changes us from hiders into seekers. I'm sure all of you have played the game hide and seek before, right? In that instance, most people like to be the hiders, but it is kind of an honor to get to be the seeker. That means that you won, right? If you get to be the seeker. Well, Jesus makes all of us seekers. He changes us from people who are very accustomed to hiding, specifically our shame and all the shameful things that we've done. And instead, what he literally did with this woman is she's now, it's not that she's proud of what she's done, but she is outrightly proclaiming, I've done these things and I've been forgiven and I've met the man who did, and now you need to come see him too. Now she's seeking out the people who have shamed her for her entire life, at least her entire adult life. That's what Jesus does to us. He changes us from a hider to a seeker. Guys, we're praying for y'all. We want you to have a fantastic weekend and a great Sunday. We love you, and we're excited to see what's going to come of you and your group in this lesson this week. See you soon. Bye.